Hey guys, just want to share a little story with you. I've been a registered nurse since 2014. I graduated when I was 30 years old, and so was older than most of my students, but definitely wasn't the oldest student. There was ladies and guys older than me, so it's a career that you can get into at any time. It's a very demanding job. As many of you who are nurses know that it can tax you on your mind and your health, and you see things and have to go through things, and what you see a lot is sickness. You see death a lot. You see pain and suffering, and you also do see relief and people getting well and getting better and going home. But oftentimes we see the opposite as well, and we can see the consequences of an unhealthy life and manifesting as diabetes, manifesting as kidney failure, heart failure, renal failure, liver failure. I mean, all these things, right? And it's sad to see, especially those things that are reversible, things that are related to lifestyle choices. And then I look at myself and I think about how I didn't care for my body very well for a lot of my life. I've always played sports growing up and early into my marriage. I played football. But as you get busier in life and career and kids, and I have 3 girls, 9, 7, and 5, you find yourself kind of sometimes getting caught up in the routine of life. And when you work shift work at a hospital or at a fire hall or at a mill or wherever you work shift work, it's hard to keep a healthy routine, healthy eating habits. And I watched myself go from very fit, young 20 to 26-year-old to getting a bit busier with work and, married at 25. And as life progressed, I saw, especially as I got into my nursing degree and those first 5 years of nursing, wow, like I blew up, like my body blew up, my health deteriorated. I didn't have a six-pack anymore. I didn't have muscles that I used to have. I didn't have pecs. And it was flabby. I was weak and I was soft. And as a result, my body broke out in terrible rashes. Asthma was out of control. Energy levels were in the dirt. And I attribute a lot of this to shift work. I was also pastoring a church at this time, which was very rewarding. But there's also a level of burden that you carry emotionally with that as well, which many of you who are nurses, you know that burden you carry, healthcare workers. And we just end up self-medicating, don't we? Whether it's food or alcohol. And come on, we've all been there, one of these areas probably, or something else, video games or shopping. A lot of habits that are not great for our lives, not great for our health. They deteriorate our willpower. They deteriorate our physical appearance when we look in the mirror. We're not who we remembered ourselves being, right? And so I decided it's time to make a change. I need a change in my life. This has gone on long enough. I'd resigned from my church in May of 2022. I've started nursing again, like kind of full time, and as a med-surg nurse in the ER as well as in the NICU as a neonatal intensive care nurse. But my body wasn't where I wanted to be. My confidence wasn't where I wanted to be. My life was off track. And I thought if I can get something straight first, then the other areas can get right. And the first thing and the first area that I thought if I can get right, then everything else will be okay, would be my body. And so I hired a coach. I hired Wes Watson. You can look him up. He's a wild dude. He did 10 years in jail, massive jack tattooed, very successful, very up and coming, making, 20 million a year out of jail within a couple of years. It's quite unbelievable, his story and how he used fitness to turn his life around and develop self-discipline, which then led to a very blessed life. And I'm like, I'm going to call this guy up. And so I sent him a message on Instagram. I said, Wes, I need your coaching. It was $250 a month US or $750 US for 3 months. Signed up for the 3 months. He gave me a plan on Trainerize. He told me what to eat on my Fitness Pal, and he held me accountable. And that's what I want. That's what I needed. I needed accountability. And so I moved through that. And what did I see? I shared a video the other day of me doing a couple dips, and I could hardly get any dips out. It was embarrassing. They weren't very good. Now I show you me 2 years later pretty much, and I'm ripping dips out. I have muscles. I'm 200 pounds. I'm not soft. I'm not flabby. I'm not weak. And so I needed a coach to help me get my mindset right, to change my body, my physique, and someone that's gone down the path before me to lead me where I wanted to go. Now, what happens as a result of that? Made hundreds of thousands of dollars in cryptocurrency, made $100,000 in real estate. I've done very well these last few years, but it took a mindset shift, right? It took my life getting to the bottom, to getting to a terrible place mentally, my relationship with my wife not in a great place, my body in a terrible place. And I said, enough is enough. So sometimes we got to get to rock bottom, but I would prefer it if we don't have to get all the way to the bottom to say, enough's enough. This is the only life that I get to live. I'm going to make a choice to make a change. And if I have to spend some money to hire somebody, a mindset coach, a counselor, a fitness coach, whoever it might be, I got to do it because I'm wasting time. And if I can change my body first and develop self-discipline first, then everything else is going to work out, whatever it is. I'm now licensed in the US as a registered nurse. I have a great job offer in Tampa Bay, Florida. Anything you put your mind to, you can achieve, you can accomplish it, you can get after it. But are you at a place in your life where you're ready to say enough is enough? So I want to encourage you guys. I was like 180 pounds, skinny fat. I looked flabby. I didn't have any energy. I had no confidence. My marriage was trash. I was a hypocrite a lot of times in my life, even as a pastor. And I had to do a lot of repenting for that. I wasn't putting all my effort into becoming the best version of myself. I was failing as a father. I was selfish, video games, binge watching Netflix, and all these things where it was just about me, but it wasn't really doing anything beneficial. Instead, it hurt me, hurt my health, hurt my relationships, hurt my heart, hurt my spirituality, hurt my physique and my confidence. And so I said, enough's enough. I need someone to show me the way. So I'm thankful for Wes for the kickstart. Now I'm with Brian, Mark, and Cole De Silva with PT Domination, and they're helping me kickstart personal training and fitness. And I want to be there for you guys because I know what you go through as nurses. I know the struggle is real. I know the pain that you go through when you get to work and it's just crammed full of patients and you just understand what the day is going to look like. And it deflates you and it's worrisome and it's stressful and you get burnt out easily. But if you can have the strength physically and the confidence mentally to approach each thing systematically, each problem systematically, and you get wins in your day. First of all, with your body, you get wins by waking up early. You get wins by eating healthy. You get wins by working out. You get wins by reaching a goal weight, by reaching a goal weight to lift, whatever it might be. Man, you're winning. And so now your confidence is rising. And now all of a sudden your job, it's still tough and it's stressful, but you've built some capacity within yourself and reserves within your strength that you can carry a little bit more on your shoulders. And if you need help being shown the way to do that, I'm here for you guys because I've been through it and I go through it. And I can tell you now that being in shape, having a very regimented kind of meal plan with, days that you can eat whatever the heck you want, with having a regimented gym plan, with having, scheduled dates in a marriage, with having scheduled time with the family, with cutting off the vices, right? The video games, the Netflix, the anime, the junk time that's just wasted scrolling. You gain hours onto your life. You gain weeks. And more importantly, you know what? You gain years because your health is better and your mind is better. So I want to encourage you guys, if you're ready to take the next step, there's no time like the present. Reach out to me if you need help or find another coach. But I encourage you, if you're stuck, it's like, I need to get out of this rut. I need to get to the next level. Find someone that's done it before you and get after it. That's it. All right. This is RX Fitness. I'm James Scugadall. Take care.